Alright, Blaze, I'm expecting much better out of you this time. Because, well, I know you have exactly what it takes to get all these rigs in Sky Babylon. Well, at least I have a world to feature you, since you apparently have a much easier time in this world. I'll be sure to try to keep that in mind. Because, well, if there's anything I want this game to be right now, it's easier. Because I have been struggling lately, as everyone can plainly see. Now, help me make it better, for the love of God. Do not embarrass me. Please. I've been embarrassed enough by my own actions. Oh, jeez. Just showing how much I don't know this game. That's right, Fire. Bow before me. Ha ha ha. See? There's your proof. Just how good her frickin' firepower is. It has all other flames beckoned away from her. So yeah, there's your tip. If you really hate Sky Babylon, just be Blaze. If the fire's been your concern, she gets rid of that concern for you just by, you know, being there. Oh, guess I'm going down this way. Damn it. Well, that doesn't mean I missed out on a lot of rings. Well, we'll see what happens. So anyway, I'm expecting this to go well, so welcome back, everybody, to more Let's Play Sonic Rush Adventure. This is your host, MJ406. And the missions continue, as I hope to, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Please reform, thank you. Mission continues, like, oh, God. Hope to, get all these missions done so I don't have to worry about them anymore. Yes! And there we go. I did play the one that I kind of, didn't do last time, because I'm an idiot, so, there. That got fixed. And now it's time for the one I dread. Maybe I'll be Sonic for this one, just for the heck of it. The fucking speed run. 2 minutes, 40 seconds, eh? Time to see how much I've actually learned. Which reminds me, I got a question here to go over. Another stupid fact of life, basically. Oh boy, I already do not like this question. Would you rather dump somebody or be the one, or rather be the one being dumped? You know, that is another one of those interesting questions of life. If you're in a relationship that doesn't work out, would you rather be the one to break the news? Or would you rather be your partner so they let you know that you've been bothering them? It's another one of those difficult questions. It's just like, it doesn't really sound like it has a good answer here. It sure doesn't, and it's your fault. Hey, you didn't be that mean about it. Am I wrong, though? It's your fault for ruining her life. Or his life. Jeez. I didn't think I was that mean. Oh, believe me, you were. The fact you had no idea was part of the problem, man. Ah, fuck it. Just go. If I don't get these right shortcuts, I'm really going to struggle to beat this friggin' speed run. Remember, you gotta boost, man! You don't boost... You don't boost, you're not gonna be able to make it in time, ever! Oh, God! Whoa! Just go, man! Come on! But yeah, when it comes to relationships, you know, it's kind of hard to say. Because, you know, relationships are, of course, looking for, you know, mutual happiness. For both parties, I would imagine, and not just a one-way relationship. Ah, why? Like some people tend to think of it. These relationships are what makes me happy. I'm so glad they're there for me, because I really need it. Well, good for you. How about you be there for them, too? And you know, sometimes relationships just doesn't work out as much as you may want it to. I know, I've been there. Damn it! I've definitely been there. Because, well, yeah. I was in one, we were both really happy for a while, but, you know, time apart because of how much we were together before, ended up getting us to lack trust in one another. And, well, I will say, I was a kid back then in that relationship. I was also pretty invasive. I have to notice my girlfriend at the time was just had me texting a lot of guy friends, so I was, you know, suspicious. It just seemed weird that most of her friends at the college she was at were guys, that's all. And she saw me, like, almost every day, so it's not like she didn't, like, lack, you know, male partnership. just, I don't know. You can tell that trust is waning when that's the kind of thing that's going on for both of you. I mean, you know, you want to make sure you guys are completely open and trust one another, aren't hiding things from each other. When I'm given so few details of things, you know, it's just natural that I get suspicious over things. The reason why in a lot of things in life I always ask questions, try to get to the bottom of answers of things. Because I don't know, I'd rather know so I don't look like a complete moron. Because, well, oh, why? One more time warp. It's just, you know, it's better when both parties are happy, that's all. And I hope that some people understand that. Because you can be happy all you want, but you're not making your partner happy, then, well, they're not going to want to be part of that relationship. If you get confused why they break up with you, gee, it's like you frickin' didn't care about their feelings at all. Man, I feel like I see that all too often. Man, I know people that frickin'... Well, I guess it's unrelated. I was gonna say, you know, I know some couples that choose to live together and not, like, officially get married because, well, it's not really, like, worth just going through all the procedures to say they're married. They may be in love, they may be living together, but they just don't want to, you know, make it official because it's not like they have a kid or anything, or, you know. And there could be multiple reasons. Can't really question why a certain couple does things the way they do things. Just, you know, it's, as long as both parties are happy, you know, there's no reason for me to really be against it. As long as parties are happy. In regards to, you know, breaking up in case it happens to not work out well, considering I was broken up with, you know, it's definitely not a good feeling. Because, well, you know, somebody finally brings up the issue of not being able to trust the other, and then, well, it's basically like, I guess we should break up then. It was clear I didn't exactly trust her because of her history with boys, and then, well, yeah, like I said, the college thing. But then, geez, all things that didn't make her trust me either. All because I had lunch with somebody over a friggin' school project, and it happened to be a girl. Yeah, that's a problem. But, you know, it just goes to show how deep trust really needs to be for you to commit your life to somebody. But, you know, in the end, we both saw it as mutual, so, you know, it wasn't the worst thing. And overall, even if you did have to end the relationship with a breakup, I still think the experience of having that relationship at all was still worth having. Oh, why did I do that? I'm an idiot. Alright, time warp. Still, I think it's better to be... I don't think it's better to have go either way for the breakup. I think it's better to just, you know, if it's both. I mean, of course it's best if it's mutual. Like, I can understand from one angle is like, well, they don't see us working out, but I want to spend more time to give it a chance. Well, things don't always work out that way. You could be also in an extremely one-sided relationship. Because, well, I've seen that before. I haven't lived through it, but I've seen it. And, well, it's pathetic. I've also seen relationships based off of frickin' nonsense. Like just how much fun you can have being together at a bar or some shit like that. Yeah. That's why I hate relationships that people form from hanging out with them at bars. As fun as they are to, like, hang out at, I don't really think of, like, go to a bar to find people as relationship material. I mean, finding an old friend at a bar, that could be completely different. But, you know, meeting somebody at a bar and, like, being that your frequent hangout joint, and then, you know, building a relationship for all the times you guys hang out there. Are you sure it's you guys enjoy each other's company or the environment that you two are in? I would think it'd be more the latter, but, you know, love can work in weird, mysterious ways sometimes. So, you know, I won't completely dismiss it, it's just, you know, Love is something that needs to be taken seriously. And I feel like some people just don't take it seriously enough, which is why a lot of relationships end up in shambles. I feel like it's been happening a lot more lately. Mainly because of social media, probably, and the like. Oh god, I don't remember this balloon. Ah! Why so fast? Oh boy, I don't have a lot of time. If somebody wants to wait to break up and you kind of think of the idea of, trying to at least spend a little more time to see if, things can work out. That's not a bad notion. It's just, you gotta learn when enough is enough. Sometimes you just may try to take things too far, it'll take way too long. Also, I'm glad I did that in one attempt. Well, since the supposed time warp. But yeah, relationships are a weird thing to work around because, well, yeah, they expect you to be able to dedicate your lives to one another. Oh, cool, we're basically doing this again. Great. Well, I know my relationship didn't always end on the best of terms, but, shit happens in life. You move on. And sure, it sucks after a while, but you get over it. I mean, hey, cleaner breakup than I've seen some relationships go. Like, okay, could you stop not grabbing that? One ring for this. Well, as long as I'm careful, I'll be fine. I didn't get hurt at all last time, so this is actually easy now. Should have done this first. That would give me some practice. Yeah, I've seen worse relationships. Like, my older brother had a relationship he was in for like 10 years. And, ooh. That relationship did not really end on great terms. But a relationship with that long, you'd think they'd want to be together. They never even lived together. Like, because both my brother and her were always, with their parents in different states and all that. They kept trying to spend time to hang out together, and they loved each other hanging out, but, when it came to the idea of trying to spend more time together, move in with one another, it's one of those things where you gotta make compromises, and neither party was willing to do so. Said, both parties in a relationship have been willing to be given 100%, not 50, 100, because that's how it works. You can't just both half commit to make a whole. No, you both have to fully commit to make the relationship work. And that's something that some people just don't understand. And relationships definitely work two ways, and both people have to put their all to make sure the relationship works. So if they don't, then what the hell is the point of having the relationship if only one person's getting the actual benefit out of it? But yeah, long story short, my brother's staying. Well, basically because they couldn't really be together because they both wanted to stay in the state they lived in to be with their family and not be away from the other one. Well, one of them started seeing other people, and that's pretty much how it ended. Well, it's more like they started seeing somebody else, started developing emotions, let their partner know they were developing emotions with somebody else, and then it's like, well, we may as well break up if this is what's happening. Pressing way for that to end, man. Like, for real. 10 years together ends on such a shitty note. Like, oh, cool. They found somebody else. That's wonderful. Like, yo, that's the worst. Man, cheating is awful. As much as I've said some things in the past about, like, if multiple people want to be together in that kind of way, in a weird relationship like that, it's fine, but it's very hard to have a mutual relationship with more than just two people. And it's definitely very frowned upon, because that's a weird notion. In our human society, marriages are mostly known to deal with two people. So, trying to throw a third person in the mix just completely makes no sense. Then again, most people definitely aren't in that kind of thing either. We've been cultivated to believe that only one person's enough. Oh my god. I'm trying to make it sound like I'm believing in polygamy. No. Please don't make it sound like I'm for polygamy, please. That's not what I mean by all this I'm saying. What I'm saying is just, it's good to have relationships where people are happy with one another, but, it's not fair to have to, just because they have one other person in their life that, oh, this can't work out. well, you know, love is very complicated. It's very hard to share love for multiple people at once. And I guess if it looks like you do, you're seen as like a sleazebag. Man, it's something a Japanese media loves doing. They love showing harems. Whoa. Because they're fucking weirdos. And somebody loves Japanese culture. I can admit, a lot of their culture is definitely a bit on the strange side. But, you know, sometimes it's questioning the things that we see in life that, you know, make you wonder sometimes, what if? Not that I'd be going on my way to find out what if, but, you know, just, you know, the question at least could be asked. That's all really needs to be said about it. Oh, I gotta get over there. I can't get over there, right? Yep. Wow, they really designed this part of the stage literally just for this mission. What a dick move, man. What a dick move. But yeah, I'm not into polygamy. Just, you know, make sure relationships work out. If neither of you are happy, then just break it off. Whether you're on the receiving end can suck because it can blindside you, but, you know, you don't want to be a complete asshole to the person if, you know, they didn't see anything wrong in the relationship. You're just like, it's enough. We're done here. We don't need to be with each other anymore. Like, I gotta say, that can be a bit of a dick move. Just catch somebody completely off guard with that. Which is weird. I think I did end up inadvertently doing that. Because I think with me and my ex-girlfriend, we officially broke up. But then I decided to hang out with her again one night. And we had a good time. And then I basically came up with the idea, you know what? I think I have closure now. I think it caught her completely off guard. I just wanted to have fun with her, but then frickin', you know, I just brought it up, and I noticed she was getting a little teary-eyed. I was like, oh shit, I guess I shouldn't have said that. But, you know, I finally, like, had the, you know, the revelation that, you know, I'm over it now. She broke up with me first, then we hung out, and then I ended up breaking up with her. So, you know, I guess in a way it was mutual. I just picked a really dickish way to do it. So, you know, it depends on who's the bigger person in the relationship. Like, hopefully the tougher one is the one who gets broken up with, because, I mean, they can more easily recover. If you're emotionally sensitive, then hopefully you're the one doing the breaking up. Because, well, if you're not, well then, ooh boy, you're going to have it rough. Oh, so that's how that route worked. Oh my god, this is torture! Why would they do this? Well, I think I lost, but... well, we'll see. I might still be able to do it if I'm cautious enough. If I'm cautious enough. Which is definitely a big if for me, because I'm always not cautious enough. Well, who knows? I might easily enough rings, because this stage is mostly generous. Like that. Thank God. So, yep, just, you know, hopefully your breakup's done in a way that's not, like, completely mean to one side. That's all. Hopefully that's something you know, at least deeply consider before you just decide to break things off. Make sure that both parties are in agreement at the very least. And for good reason, of course. Like long-distance relationships or something like that. Those can be hard to maintain, for example. Alright, enough of that depressing subject. Speaking of subjects, what is your least favorite school subject and why? Ooh. Cool, I love going over school questions. Well, if I had to pick one, I think it'd be obvious. English. I will admit, though, you know, I do kind of look back fondly on my high school years. Most people probably wouldn't, but, you know, those are some of my happiest years. Because, you know, those are a lot of the people I spent most of my time forming friendships with. And, well, I don't know. It's not the same with, you know, co-workers as it is with people your age in high school. High school, you're like all, you know, like, banding together to... Wow. Was not ready for that. You're all banding in high school to, like, overcome, like, the same challenges for the most part. With, you know, some flexibility here and there. Either way. Yeah. School subjects is weird. I was definitely kind of a school geek. I definitely liked a lot of stuff in high school for some reason. Hey, what was my high school GPA when I graduated? Like a little bit above 4? Look at me reminiscing on the past like this. That's what these questions do to me. But yeah, there's one subject I hated. It was English. Or, you know, literature arts. You know, I get the idea of having to, like, read novels to understand more concepts, to try to, you know, be able to more easily pick out, like, subtle meanings out of certain texts we're reading, but every once in a while, it makes you realize, like, look at all these classes we have with English. Why do we need to have classes in English all these years? Gee, it's like our whole education system knows that the English language is a terrible language to learn, yet it's so widely accepted by the rest of the world that, well, everybody feels like they have to learn it. English is so complicated, it's nuts. That's why I always hated friggin' English, because, you know, it feels like you never are fully quite there. And I'm sure it's kind of hard for the teacher's grade, too. Like, for example, here's like a little stupid rule. When you're writing a paper, you have to put 2 spaces after a period in order for it to be proper. You know how much I did that in my high school papers? God damn it. I'm dead, aren't I? Yep, this is where I fell. God damn it. Alright, one more on time warp. You know how many times I did that double space after a period rule? Never. I never, ever did that. I didn't know that was a thing. It's weird. A lot of my text messages and other English stuff doesn't ever, like, correct that. But you look at it like official things, it's like, oh, you gotta put 2 space after a period. Oh, since when? I've always done 1. It's only like certain programs are like, oh, you gotta put 2 space after this. Why? Sometimes it just, ugh. There's also the writing portion. We have to keep writing things, you know. I don't mind a lot of the stories we have to, well, some of the stories we have to read. Because, well, you know, at least in my English class, most English class, you basically read, you know, a lot of, like, really good books. It's basically, like, maybe you've hated some of the books you read in high school, but the thing is, all those books you read end up being, like, you know, they're critically acclaimed books. Like, dude, they did give you some good stories to read. They just, you know, they're normally ruined for the students because they always kept having to do assignments about them. We had to ruin our enjoyment of the book by having to overanalyze it for a school assignment. And, you know, it is such a shame that frickin' school can ruin reading for people. Not everybody, but, you know, some people. Because school basically treats reading like a chore. Probably why a lot of the newer kids just don't like reading books. I guess that's why more audiobooks have become a thing. It's like listening to a podcast that's more of a story rather than, you know, just listening to people talk. People would really like the podcast angle, just being able to listen to a story, just listen to people just chat it out. It's a sad that word that, like, actual, like, written books are kind of becoming a dead thing. I think a lot of the audiobooks are usually accompanied by, you know, a written version. Well, you know, usually the other way around, but you get the idea. The fact of the matter is that reading was always, you know, I've always been seeing it as dying because of frickin' English classes, you know, ruining reading for people, those assignments and such. I mean, yeah, you gotta show they're learning somehow. And yet, through most of my time period, everybody just used the frickin' Cliff Notes because, you know, we enjoy the book, but, you know, these assignments are frickin' stupid. I'm sure teachers know that people use Cliff Notes. Oh, yeah, I think my high school definitely did. They know that people use Cliff Notes. The way my high school said it was more like, yeah, you can use the Cliff Notes, but make sure, you know the book as well. There's some things that, you know, teachers intentionally take from the book that are in the Cliff Notes. You think teachers are dumb and think that, you know, they didn't think of those workarounds. No! They think they know that kind of stuff. They will, on purpose, go through Cliff Notes to see what's in there, to find out what's not in the book, so they can take something from the book, not the Cliff Notes, to throw them off. It's a dickish move, but, you know, it's a good way to see if people actually read the book. which is sad. I never did Cliff Notes. I actually read the book like an actual person. I just had trouble understanding it. Then again, my comprehension with reading has always been rough. Then again, that's because of the kind of person I am. I kind of trouble reading subtleties. I'll leave it at that, without getting into too many details, but yeah, basically I have trouble reading subtleties. The ways people talk, the way things are written, the ways, you know, people's mannerisms are. I've always had trouble with that. Oh god, that was the time I needed to get that. Oh no! But I've learned to accept that part of myself as an annoying side. It is something I learned to grow up with. I'll never be able to understand people properly for that reason. Jeez. On a serious note, though, I always did hate English classes. There are times I feel like there's themes that aren't there. I just want to say there's people making shit up. Then again, that's probably one of the reasons I overanalyze things. High school taught me to analyze things to ridiculous lengths. Because they're assholes. Alright? Hop on every single one of these so you get 10! Well, as long as you get to that chain, you get the 10 kills in this level, no problem at all. Alright, one more mission and we'll end it there. Yeah. I was gonna say my... Oh, God. No, let's do 20 tricks on Hidden Island 3. I think that works out. Oh, yeah, technically this was before the 7th world, so this does make sense. 20 tricks on Hidden Island 3, eh? Alright. We'll do this in the episode. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of history, but, you know, I at least appreciate history, so, you know, I'm gonna, you know, look at history in a fun, interesting way. I just can't do the same with frickin' English. Oh god, you died! Because you panicked again. I definitely can't look at English the same way, because English just... The English class is as fun as it could be to read some of the books. All English class really did was just teach me how rough the English language was. And, well, I guess that's all I ever really needed to do. It's a stupid way to put it, but, well, the English language sucks. Why do you think we have to learn it so much? It's really annoying. It's a really annoying language. There's so many exceptions and freaking exceptions to the exceptions. It just... So much of the English language doesn't make any goddamn sense. But hey! That's languages for you. It's hard to learn them and their rules. And I'm trying to think, another good question would be, what are the best languages to learn? I mean, sadly, English. Because of how much of the world uses it. I guess you want to go based on population. Mandarin. You know, Chinese, basically. Well, Chinese, Japanese, and English, I think, are known as the 3 hardest languages to learn. English because of its ridiculous rules, and Japanese and Chinese because they have completely different letters and characters compared to what most other languages use. Most other languages are based off Latin, so... Yeah, I guess Latin would be very useful to know, because it may be a dead language, but a lot of the roots of Latin are present in most other modern languages. I thought this about your least favorite school subject. Not really much to talk about. English, the language sucks. That really sums it up. Alright, well, there we go. English sucks. I did have some fun reading books and some of the teachers, but, you know, not really anything, like, worthwhile I can remember. Reading some Shakespeare is interesting, though. We're learning how weird his mind worked. Either way, come back next time. We are going to continue more missions. I purposely skipped the Ghost Condor, and you guys know why. We're going to start that. It's going to be absolute hell again.